Hi folks, so following on from the previous videos, what we're going to do is we're going to model some more of these simple models here, okay? Starting with this one, then we'll go on to this one down here, moving on to this one, and so on and so on and so on. And eventually we'll finish off with the boat, and there'll be a little couple of new things we'll introduce in the boat there. Okay, so starting off with this little exercise here, this is the guy we're going to model. So make that a little bit smaller and just fit it on the screen there fully. So there's our basic shape. Just put it down a little bit. There we go. Okay. Oh, sorry. There we go. Now, in SolidWorks, this is what we're going to do. I'll just pull this over a little bit. So in SolidWorks, what we're going to do is we're going to start off by going to File and New, click Part and click OK. And it's going to bring us into the modeling screen. And the view I'm going to look at this time is, the plane that I'm going to start by drawing on this time is the right plane because I'm going to draw this L-like structure here first. Okay, so when we get into the modeling screen, it's just taking a second there to load. We don't always have to draw in the direction of arrow A. We can draw in the direction of arrow B, which is the end elevation. So it's the right plane in this case. So I'm going to go right plane. You see he's just taking a little bit of time there. So I click right plane and click sketch. And what we're going to do now is we're going to start off by getting a line. So go to your sketch tab and get a line. So I'll just repeat that, right plane sketch, then go to your sketch tab, get a line. I'm going to start here on the origin. I'm going to go vertically up, make sure it goes vertical, horizontally out, vertically down, horizontally out. And then you want to stop when it maps onto it. Do not go beyond the origin. See that little when it maps onto it? Click and then bring it back in home and click. And then to deactivate the tool, press escape. Now, what is the overall width of it? And I can see here it's 75. So I'm going to go sketch and smart dimension and make this line 75. Enter. Then what's the overall height? I can see that it is 100. So I'll click this guy and make it 100. And then this bit here is 25. I can see the 25 there. And then the height of this section here is also 25. Now remember, I'm taking this object as if I was looking in the direction of arrow B, looking from the side. So how wide is this altogether then? It's 25 plus 50 is 25, that's 100. So I'm going to go Features, Extrude Boss Base, and I would go and change this to 100 and press Enter and take the green arrow. Okay, so there we have our general object. Now I want to cut out a section here. So if I click this face, there's a little rectangular section here that's 50 long and it's 50 down. We can see the height there. So if I click the face here and click sketch, I'm now going to go and I'm going to get the sketch tab and click a corner rectangle. And to start it, you want to start at the top so the line will go orange when you're on it. Click once, drag down, make a shape roughly as you think is correct, and click. Now we're going to go and go sketch and smart dimension. The easy thing to do here is click this line, then come over and click this line, and you can dimension between two lines. Click a third time and it'll prompt you to put in the dimension. Press 25 and enter. Click this line and that line is 50. And there we go. Now, the only other one I need to do, if I've done the 25 and 50, the PC and the computer is smart enough to know that the distance from here to here is also 25 because it was 100 already. But I also have to put in the height. It goes down 50. We can see that over here. So I click this line, drag out, click, 50, enter. Now what I want to do, I'm just going to rotate it. So if you press the wheel down and keep it pressed and move the mouse, you can rotate the object. We're going to go Features and we're going to go Extrude Cut. And what we're going to do is we're going to set a distance instead of 100, just change it to 25 and take the green arrow. Okay, now what we're going to do is we need to cut out the two corner sections. So I'm going to click this surface and click sketch. And what we're going to do is we're going to get a corner rectangle again. So sketch tab, corner rectangle, start right here in the bottom left corner. I'm going to draw it. Then we're going to get a center line. So go to the sketch tab and get a center line. and find the midpoint anywhere. You'll see if you hover over the line, little yellow dot will come up. There it is. Click on it when it's orange, click on it, and do a line up to about here, and click again. To deactivate the tool, press the escape key on the top left of the keyboard. Now what you're going to do is you're going to go sketch and smart dimension. I'm going to click this line, drag out, click. That's going to be 25. And click this line. Drag down, click, 25. Now what we're going to do is I want the exact same rectangle over here. But rather than drawing it again, we're going to use a smart tool called, a clever tool called Mirror Entities. So if you go to your Sketch tab, click Mirror Entities, I'm going to get you to click on all of these lines, 1, 2, and watch how every line will come over here into this little section here. It's the entities to mirror a box, 3 and 4. And then to mirror them, you have to click mirror about, the box will go blue, then click this line, and it'll come up on the opposite side. That is what's known as symmetry or axial symmetry. And we use the axis here. Tick the green arrow. And there we go. Now I'll rotate it. And what I want to do now is I want to cut that again. Features and extrude cut. And there we go. 25 is perfect. Tick the green arrow. And there we have it. There is our object. Okay, done as you can see there. So at this point now, you would go File, Save As, and you would save it into the correct folder. I have a folder here with my name in it. I'm going to call it Model 5 or whatever number you are on. Model 5. And click Save. Now that that's done, rather than clicking the X up here, just click the smaller X and that'll shut it down. Okay, we'll start a new model, File, New, click Part and click OK. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to go to the next one. So this is the object I'm going to build this time. So you can see arrow A is pointing in this direction. Once again, we kind of have an L-like structure. There's a little triangular cut out of the front of it on the platform, and we've this little bit here. So I'm going to build that basic L-like structure. Okay. So once again, this time I'm going to start on the front plane. Front plane, sketch. I'm going to go, because the front plane is the elevation, arrow A. I'm going to go sketch tab. Sorry, accidentally did that there. Sorry, just go full screen for a second here. Apologies. There we go. Let's get that back normal. Put this down. Okay, so I'm in the front plane in sketch. I'm going to get a line. I'm going to start in the origin. Click. I'm going to go up. So really what I'm doing is I'm starting around here and I'm going to go up, over, down, across, down. And I'm going to build it before it has been cut. Let's go horizontally, then down, all the way across. Don't worry about the dimensions. And when you go down here, you want to make sure you go down far enough till it maps onto the original point. And click. And there we go. Now we'll apply Smart Dimensions. To deactivate your tool, press Escape. Then go Smart Dimension. What's the overall length? It's 95. So I click this, drag down, click again, 95. Bring it into the center of the screen. This line, the overall height is 75. I'm getting that from over here. This bit here now is 15 plus 15. That bit there, even though there's a little cut section, but at the moment I'm going to take the full section. It's 15 plus 15, so that's 30. And then the overall height of this bit here is 25. Now, that's my general shape. I can see the object then in regards to arrow B, it's 20 plus 25 plus 20. It's 65 in width. So I'm going to go Features, Extrude Boss Base, and I'm going to go 65 and take the green arrow. Okay, there's my general object. Now what I want to do is I'm going to cut and remove sections. So there's a couple of ways I could do it. I could either select this face and draw a rectangle on that face and cut it in, or do this face and draw a rectangle and cut it down. What I'm going to do is I'll select the top face. So I'm going to go click this face and click Sketch. Now what I want to do, it's like we're taking a view looking down on top of it. I'm going to get a corner rectangle. I want to start on the line here when it goes orange. Make sure you're on the line. Then click and draw a rectangle roughly in position. Now we're going to go Smart Dimension. What is the distance between this line and this line? I can see it's 20. So easy thing to do here is click this line, then click this line, and you can do a dimension between them, and that is 20. I'm going to do the same at this side. Click and click. That's also 20. And then how wide is it? It's 15. Click this, just pull it up. Doesn't matter where the dimension goes, and make it 15. And there we go. Now the question is, how far does the cut go down into it? If you look at it from here down to here, what's that distance? If you come over here, it's 50. So what we can do, and there's a couple of ways you could go about this. Easiest way that most people would do it is go features, extrude cut, and they would simply go and type in 50 there. That'll work absolutely fine. There is another option you could do. There is these options here. Instead of using the word blind, you could change it to up to next. And that means then that you would only have to go as far as that surface. But the up to next from that surface is actually the base. So that probably actually doesn't work. I'll click up to surface. And then if you click the surface you wanted to stop at, which is this platform here, that also works. So you can change the up to surface and click that. That's the one I'm going to do this time. And click the green arrow. But they will both work. Now, this one here, I want to cut the triangle out of it. It's 25 long and 45 wide. So I'll click this surface here and I'll click sketch. I'm going to get my line tool. I'm going to draw a triangle. Try not to click onto any like midpoints. Just draw it roughly in there first. I'm going to do a line like this from here to here. When it goes orange on it, you have to draw the line back to the corner and then back to the start point. And it'll go grey on the inside, hopefully. Now you're going to go smart dimension. This line here is 25. And this line here is 45. And all we're going to do is we're going to cut through that. So I'm rotating it. I'm going to go features, extrude cut. This time, instead of up to surface, I'm going to change it to up to next. And it'll just go down as far as the next surface. Or if you wanted to go back to blind and just put in your dimension automatically and write 25. But I want to use different tools here, just learning about a couple of different steps. We can click up to next and it'll just go down and we don't even have to put in the number. And tick the green arrow. And there we go. And there's our model done. So now, once again, let's go File and Save As. And in this case, it should navigate back to my folder. I'll call this Model 6. Okay. So once again, that one's done. I'm going to click Close here, click the X on this one. And I'm going to go File, New, Part, click OK. Now, I'm going to go down. Okay, a little bit of a harder one here. We're going to start off by doing arrow A here, which is the elevation. So I'm going to draw this general shape. If you follow the shape of the mouse here, I'm going to draw this shape here. It's something that we would have done in class. So I'm going to go front plane and sketch. Now I'm going to get a line. Starting the origin. I'm going to go over. Make sure it's horizontal. By accident, if let's say I do a line like this, let's say I'll just press escape and see the way it goes at an angle. Let's say if it stays at an angle, but if you click the line and then come over here and just click horizontal, it'll go back horizontal for you. Really handy little tool there. So if the line actually doesn't go horizontal at start, you can simply click it and then click horizontal. Now, I'm going to get my tool again, the pencil. I'm going to go up, in, up at an angle. Don't worry about the angle. Then I'm going to go up and I'm going to go across until it maps above the origin. There we go. And bring it down to the origin. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, press escape. I'm going to go and get my smart dimension. And we're going to dimension. So what is the overall length? It's 110. Click the line. Let's make it 110. I'm going to click this line. What's the height of this? It's 15. And I can see it there. What is the length from here to here? It's 10 plus 20 plus 10. So it's 40. Click the line, drag up, 40. Now, what is the height of it? Click it, drag out. It's 65. What is the length of this bit here? It's 20. There's the 20. And then finally, what's the length of the sloping line? It's 50. You could either do the length, which is 50, or the height of the sloping line, which is 30. So just to show you, if I click the line, I can do the length, which is 50, or the height, which is 30. I'm going to go with the height. I'm going to say 30 high. And there we go. So I want the height there. Okay, so there we go. Now, how wide is the object? It's 70 wide. 20 plus 30 plus 20 is 70. So let's go Features, Extrude Boss Base, and just pull it this way. And I'm going to change this here to 70 and take the green arrow. Now, I have a bit of work to do here, as you can see. Little hole to put in here. And I've obviously a big slice going through it as well. Now, it's very important, if you select the slanted surface and we want to remove material, whatever shape we draw on it, we'll just cut a hole into it. Now, I don't want you to do this, but just watch what happens. If I click that surface and I sketched, and let's say I did something like this, and you thought that looked correct. The problem is when you cut into it and you go extrude cut, it'll only cut down through it at a weird angle, which is not the one we want. So that's not the one we're going to do. I'm going to exit that and delete it. Right click delete. So you don't have to do that. So the most appropriate face to actually select is this one here at the back. So if you click the back face and click sketch, and the easiest way to do this now is up here you have a little tool called a display style. If you click this and go down to the fourth option down, it'll show you the hidden detail line, because technically we're looking at it from the back now. You can see we're looking at the back of it. So press your space bar if you rotate it, and there's an option there, as I said, hidden detail. So now that we're on that back surface and we're sketching, I'll just show you again. I'll click the back surface and click sketch. I'm going to go and get a corner rectangle. Start up here on the top edge. It'll go kind of orange when you're on the line. Draw it down until it kind of maps onto this line here. Don't go beyond it. Try and stick it onto the line. There we go. Now go Smart Dimension. The distance from here to here is 20. Click again. So you have to click 3 times. Click the blue line, click the edge line, then click the space, and 20 again. And there we go. That is the easy way to do it, and I didn't even have to dimension the height because I had it stuck onto this line here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut through that now. So now we're going to go Features and Extrude Cut, and we're going to set the distance at 20 and 50, so we're going to set it at 70. Instead of blind, up to next, change to blind, if yours doesn't say blind, and put 70 on it, and take the green arrow. And you'll see there, it has cut through the object. Now I'll go back to my color style, click this guy and click the color. Now what I want to do is I want to cut a little hole in there. So click this surface and click sketch. We're going to get a corner rectangle, and we're simply just going to draw it in randomly. Then we're going to go Smart Dimension. We'll click this line, click this line. The gap there is 20. Click this line, and the gap here is also 20. Now, what's the gap to the front? It's 10. So if I click this line and click this line, that's 10. And finally then, how long is it? It's 20 long. So if I click this line and just drag down, make it 20 long, there we go. There's our perfectly positioned rectangle. Now I want to cut the hole into it, so I have to go to Features, Extrude Cut. And what we're going to do now, instead of blind, I'm just going to click up to next, and it'll just go exactly as it's meant to. There we go. Take the green arrow. There is another object done. Nice and easy. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go File, Save As, and whatever model you were on at this stage, in my case it's model 7. And there we go. I have that saved. I'm going to click the X here. I'm going to go File, New, Part, and OK. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on to this one. Okay, gradually getting a little bit more challenging. So what we're going to do now is I'm actually going to model this guy looking in at it from arrow A once again, which is the elevation. You can kind of see arrow A down here. So I'm going to go front plane and sketch. And I'm going to draw this little shape here, but I'm going to imagine if these little things were not cut away just yet. So it's like an L going along here. So I'm going to go and get a line, I'm going to start here in the bottom corner. I'm going to go up, make sure it goes vertical, out, down, over, make sure, and then when it maps onto the origin, there we go, and back to here. Now we're going to go smart dimension. What's the overall height of it? Click the line, drag out. It's 85. Click the line here. The overall length of it is 120. The height, or sorry, the length of this bit here is 15. So I'm seeing the 15 there. And then the height of this bit here at the end is 25. And bear with me now. I made one error here. This line isn't a vertical line. And is this line horizontal? There we go. So there we go. We're fully dimensioned. Now, how wide is the object? It's 55 plus 20, and you can see down here 75. So I'm going to go Features, Extrude Boss Base, and I'm going to make it 75. Tick the green arrow. Now, a couple little jobs we have to do here. We have to remove this, we have to put in a little triangular prism here, and we have to remove a section here. So I'll put in the triangular prism first. And the easiest way to do that is rotate the object. Actually, I'll leave that till the end. Actually, I'll leave the triangular prism. We'll cut out this section. Couple of ways to do that. I can either select this surface and draw a rectangle and cut it down. This surface, draw a rectangle and cut it in. Or this surface and draw another rectangle and cut it in. I'm actually going to check this one. So I'm going to click on this surface as if I was looking at it in the direction of arrow A. Let's go click this surface and click sketch. I'm going to get a corner rectangle. I'm going to start up here in the corner and I'm going to draw it just down like this. Then I'm going to go smart dimension, click the line, drag out, and the height of that bit is 25. And it just saves me because I know it has to map exactly onto that surface. Now, how far does it have to cut into it? 20 millimeters in. So I'm going to go Features, Extrude Cut, and instead of up to next, change it back to blind if yours is that. So you just blind will just allow us to put in a dimension and change it to 20. And there we go. Really handy little way. Now there's lots of ways I could have gone about that. That's just the way I chose. I could have selected the top surface or the face here. Now the next thing I want to do is cut this irregular shape out here at the front. I can see if I add up this, it's 20 and 25. So that's 45. Then it goes along 55. So this is a weird shape to do. Okay, little quadrilateral. So if I click on this surface and click sketch, I'm now going to get a line. I'm going to go here to the corner. I'm going to go up. It doesn't go the whole way. Then it goes in, straight or horizontal. Then it kind of comes down at an angle. When you get to about here, click, and then click. Press escape to deactivate your tool. Now you're going to go smart dimension. You're going to click this line here, drag down, click. What's the length of that line? 45. Okay, now click this line, drag out, click. That's 55. And finally then, if I click this line here, what's the length of this bit? It's 25 because I can see the 25 there. You can see it there. That's 25, it's down here. And there we go. That's that weird shape. Done. So what am I going to do? I'm going to remove that. So Features, Extrude Cut. And this time, instead of blind, I'm going to do up to next. And take the green arrow. And it'll just go down as far as the next surface. Okay, and you can see the kind of shape is starting to take effect there. Now I need to just do this little triangular prism. It has a length of 45 and it has a height of 50. The easiest way to do that is actually to rotate your object and select this face. And we can draw our triangle here, like that. Okay, do not select the face at the side where there's the little cutout, little block up here. So rotate your object, click the L face there, that's in blue, and click sketch. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get a line. I'm going to start right here in the corner. I'm going to go up, not the whole way. Then I'm going to go over, not the whole way. Try not to click onto any point. See that little yellow dot? Try not to click onto it. And then bring it back in. Now we're going to go smart dimension. Click this line here. That height is going to be 50 because there's a 50 height on the triangle, as we can see out here. And the length of the triangle is 45. Click this and pull it down, 45. And there we go. Now I can have a look at it. That's it. But I want it to extrude in. How much does it come in? If you follow the line here, it's 20. So I'm going to go Features, Extrude Boss Base. Now, be careful. See the way it kind of comes out of it? If yours goes out like mine, I need it to go the other way. All you can do is flip the arrow here, click the arrow, reverse direction, and it'll go in. And the distance is 20. There we go. Tick the green arrow. And there you have it. That there is our next model done. Now we're going to go File and Save As. And all we're going to do is we're going to call it Model 8. And there we go. Now, the final little task, and I might leave it for another video actually, and that will be a separate one because there's a couple of new things that we would introduce there in that one. Okay, so there you have, folks. I'll leave that one for another day. All right, there you have, folks. I hope you found that helpful. Okay.